Okay, so today we'll be opening up this used Mopar oil filter, number SRT 05038041AA. And I got this used Mopar oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Nick from Alberta, Canada. Thanks, Nick. This oil filter was in service for 4 months, 3,696 miles, and came off of Nick's 2013 Dodge Challenger RT Classic. Yep, the one with a 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine, which now has 60,364 miles. He was using Redline 5W40 full synthetic oil during this period. So let's get started.
You gotta glue the silicone, be nice and tight. Get your end of here, filtration.
Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. Here's the filter number, instructions, and look over here. It says 2016. I don't think that's what the date is on this when this was made, but right here it says made in Poland. And the date code 3003. And that's all I could find on top of here, the dome end. All right, so this filter has 6 inlet holes, metal core with louvers, bypass valve at the dome end. Looks like 3 grooves there for threads, and a nitro rubber gasket. I'll put the thickness of this gasket up on the screen. Okay, and let's open this filter up. Okay, a little bit of oil. Okay, so the anti-drain back valve is working. Pretty dark stuff. Get some of that out of there. Okay, but I don't see no sludging or anything, so that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good right there. Okay, a lot of oil there. Let me put another cloth here. Okay. Anti-drain back valve, nitro rubber. It's doing its job. I don't see no slits or tears or anything. Yeah. Yeah, it all looks good. Yeah, looks like it fits on there real nice. Okay, the filter element. So we got metal end caps. Bypass valve right here. I don't have a setting for this though. Metal crimp seam. Yeah, it looks pretty clean actually. The oil looks like it's got a nice color to it, nice tint. Yeah. I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. And this is what I found in a couple of sites. It said the paper media. Usually they say cellulose, but I saw this on a couple of sites that say it's a paper media, but no micron rating. I couldn't get one of those, so I don't know. Okay, that looks pretty good though. Okay, we got coil spring. That's good. There's a lot of oil in here. Look at all this oil. Okay, I'll just dump it out afterwards and See, but it's got a nice color to it there. There's no sludging going on. Coffee, anyone? I'll dump it out. I got a cup right here. I can put some of it in, but there. Yeah, I'll put the measurements of this can up on the screen. Feels like a pretty thick can. Okay, so that looks pretty good too. All right, let's get the measurements of this can. Wow, the measure of this filter media, I mean. Okay, we got 2.76, call that 2.77. 2.77 minus 1/10 of an inch for the end caps. You know, some people say, oh, well, you should go from this edge to this edge, inside edges, but you can see that there's filter media inside here, so that's why I do it that way. I measure the sides and then take off 1/10 of an inch. All right, so let me squeeze this out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like under a microscope. Be right back. Okay, this filter is about 10.5 inches over my table. And this Mopar filter is 96 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. 0.95 millimeters thick. Pretty thick stuff. This is the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at this under a microscope, I was searching all over the place for, on this sample right here. And I only found one spot that it had like a little carbon spot on it, and I actually circled it. So let's take a look at that microscope picture. So as you can see, this filter is really clean. It's kind of dark. But it's it's really clean on the surface. It's clean on the inside. You can see there's no soot or anything, no carbon soot on the outside. I didn't see any sparklies. That might be one. That could be one there. Yeah, there's one. I think that's one there. Yeah, this is a really clean filter. I'm trying to have a hard time here getting by here. Okay. Yeah, this filter media looks really clean. Now let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we got the coil spring, nice coil spring. Gaskets, it's an anti-drain back valve. That worked really good because there was a lot of oil that was still in there. You can see that did a good job for being nitro rubber. The regular gasket, you can see like a little ridge here from where it was sitting against the block. And the can, nice thick can. And there's really nothing in here. It's nice and clean in here. There's nothing in there at the bottom. It's all smooth stuff. Yeah, it's all nice. and louvers. Take a look at these louvers, get the light. There's not as many of them as there usually is in other filters. They're usually staggered and there's more of them. These are just right in rows. You can see that they're just right in rows. But they're opened up. Yeah. It looks like the openings are probably a little bit larger than most filters also. So I think Nick should just keep doing what he's doing. It looks like a pretty good setup with the oil and the filter. What do you guys think? Please post your comments down below. And again, I want to thank Nick for sending me this used Mopar oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care. Yeah, it's a nice clean filter media.